Okay, so let me fix one more. Okay, so there's this guy named Matt Walsh, and he was on Dr. Phil talking to a binary person called Addison Rose Vincent, and it was talking about trans women are women, and why they always talk. Why is there this stuck on trans women and women? Why they never say trans men are men? You know what I mean? It's like it's whatever. I'm not even getting to that. Anyway, so I think Walsh asked, "What's a woman?" And Addison was like, "Well, it's an umbrella term. If you identify as a woman, then you are a woman." Okay. Walsh was like, "Well, the definition that has been around since forever is a woman is an adult female." And the discussion is like gender identity and biological sex are not the same. And I used to agree with that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I hear you. Just because you feel like you're a woman, that has nothing to do with your sex. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Makes before. But now I question this thing. Like how gender and sex is not tied when I'm not going to use trans women because it's ad nauseum. Trans women, like, okay, so let's say trans men. So say a trans man who was born female, in his mind feel like, yo, I'm a man, and he looks at his body, he has dysphoria, and he's like, this body doesn't match what my mind is saying. I need to look like a male. How is that not tied? How is gender and sex not tied together? If you as a man in your mind, although you're born female, and you look at your body and say, this body is not right. This body needs to look like a male body. I need to have a beard. I need to not have breasts. Because biological males look a certain way, despite what you think, whatever. But if you have the mindset, you feel like you're a man, and your body doesn't match that, that means gender is tied to sex. Like if someone says, okay, I feel like a man, I feel like a woman, although my body doesn't match that, I don't care because gender and sex aren't tied together. Then I will say, I hear you. Because even though your body doesn't match what your mind is saying, you don't give a damn because sex has nothing to do with it. Yeah, my body looks like a male, but I feel like a female. And I don't have to change it for nobody because sex is not tied to being a woman. But apparently it is. It's tied to being a man because look at it. If you feel, and I don't understand the feeling thing, and that's why I used to get people get mad at me. I used to be on Facebook a lot. And people get angry at me when I said, I identify as a woman because I have a vagina, because I'm a female. There's no feelings involved. I don't feel like a woman. I don't feel like a man because I don't even know what a man feels like. I don't even know what a woman feels like. I just know whatever is going up here matches what's going on down there. There's no feeling involved. I'm like, oh, there's a vagina. Then I'm a woman. Okay. Because as a child, I played with dolls, but I also played with toy trucks and Voltron and wanted to ride my bike and climb trees. I was still a tomboy. Yes, like I wore my brother's clothes. I didn't have this concept of, oh, I need to do this because I'm a girl. I need to do this because I'm a boy. I just did what I like to do. That was it. But I knew because I had the parts of a female, when I grew up, I'm going to be a woman. And that was it. There was no feelings behind it. It was just basic. This is what I am. And that's what it is. And I know for a lot, not a lot, but a part of the population, that's not how it is. Something's going on here that's not matching the body. But to say gender and sex is not correlated, I used to say, nah, yeah, it's not. But it is. Because if it wasn't, why try to make yourself look like a male? Why try to make yourself look like a female? Because females have certain things. They have the breasts, their smaller face, their softer voices. So to transition to be a trans woman, to transition into womanhood, there's certain features that would make you be accepted as a woman, which are tied to the female sex. Just like trans men. You transition by taking testosterone, you grow a beard, your voice gets deeper to look like biological males. So how is gender and sex not tied? I feel like when you look at transitioning, that shows you how much gender and sex are tied together. You feel like this, so I need my body to look like this. If it wasn't tied, who cares what your body looks like? But obviously it's tied. You want to present like a man, which means you want to present like a biological male. You want to look like a woman. You want to be seen as a woman. You want to be treated as you're a woman. So you need to look more like a biological female. So how is gender and sex not tied? It is. So when people say, oh, it's not tied, it's tied. They're together. And what shows that is people who transition. Because if they didn't see gender and sex as the same, they wouldn't care about changing their body. They'd be like, well, I'm a woman, I'm a man, and this is my body, it's my sex. Yes, I look like this, whatever. I'm not gonna do nothing to change it. I'm a woman, I'm a man, and you should treat me as such because I told you to, and that's how I feel. But no, we know as human beings, we are visual. If somebody looks female, we're going to treat them like they're female. Someone looks male, we're going to treat them like they're male. This is just basic. So to say gender and sex is not tied together is bullshit. Not to be disrespectful, but you're disrespectful when you have an opinion that doesn't, line up with everybody else. But come on. Anyone hear what I'm saying? If you, as a trans man, wants to be seen as a man, you're going to transition to look like a biological male. So that means gender and sex are related. Yeah? Tell me how not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. But hey, everyone identify how you identify. But the fact that you want to look like the sex you're not born in, that means sex. How you look is important. If you look like a female, if you look like a male, to be seen as a man, to be seen as a woman, it's tied. So me saying I feel like I'm a woman because I'm a female is valid. If you say you're a woman because you look like a female, is also valid. Because if it's just how you feel, then you don't have to transition. But if it's how you look, yeah, I got you. You look like a female. So yeah, if going through daily life, yeah, people will treat you like a female. If you look like a male, people will treat you like a male or a man. Know what I'm saying? All right, I'm talking too long now. What's your thoughts?